So let's see what happened with Tarzan. Tarzan did end up going 4-1 as well at Atomic City Warzone. Let's take a quick look at his list. He called it MSU for you. You get Captain Badrock, Mosgrod's Crackbag, Naban Smash Squig, Pain Boss, Weird Boy, and Zagrot Wartsnacker. So we're seeing Wartsnacker thrown on the list. And a Pain Boss. God, if you get even one heal off on that Pain Mouse on Maz, the enemy's gonna hate that. One Beast Snagger Boy unit just to go with the Pain Boss. Interesting to see a Pain Boss instead of a Beast Boss. One truck for the Flash Gits. One truck. I think the truck's actually for the Pain Boss and the Beast Snagger Boys, and then I think the Flash Gits are coming in from Strategic Wizard, to be honest. 2 units of Gretchen. 1, 2, 3 units of Grot Tanks with rocket launches. This is my flavor of the week list, like you boys know I like to bring. Then we have a Squig Hog Boy unit and 2 3-man units of Squig Hog Boys, great for skirmishes and harassing, and then 2 Storm Boys unit. Yes, love to see it. This is my flavor of the week list because he brought the Grot Tanks. You don't know what Grot Tanks do? They're these Forge World models, about 4 Grot Tanks in this unit. They come with rocket launchers. They hit on 4s because they're Grot. They move 12 inches, I believe it was. They actually get an ability to move again if enemy gets within, I think, 9 inches of them. So Grot Tanks are pretty awesome. I'm really happy to see Grot Tanks being performed here again. I know David got mad at me that I didn't put them higher on the tier list for Orks. It was kind of funny, and some people in the chat were talking to me about it, like, why don't you put Grot Tanks higher? I think it was because their weapon range, and they actually move 10 inch. The range of their weapon with their rockets makes me worried, and I think some people in their metas can't bring it. Yeah, once per turn when the enemy moves to 9 inches of him, it can make a normal move, pretty much, as long as it's not with engaged anybody. Up to 6 inches. So they can move up to 6 inches when enemy gets within 9 inches of it. So that's pretty cool. And then you have the Flash Gits. We all know what the Flash Gits can do. Zagrot Wartsnaga, I wonder if he's just like a tech piece into all the shenanigans of redeploying and such, right? So let's see what's going on here. Quick look at his matchup. So round 1. Space Marines with the Stormlands. Again, we're going into Space Wolves. Bjorn the Fell-Handed. So Bjorn, great job. He's I believe he actually gives the ability that he can actually like 90% sure he can cause one of your CPs to be more expensive. Canonus Wolfbane. Wolfbane. Logan Grimnarm Stormrider. This dude's super thematic. He's bringing all the Space Wolf characters. Ragnar Blackmane, excellent fighting character. He gets like 8 attacks with his chainsword. Uruk Slayer, a Wolfguard battle leader on Thunderwolf, another Wolfguard battle leader, and another Wolf Lord on Thunderwolf. Bloodclaws, Intercessor squads. I'm not sure who's going where, but with all these named characters, Blade Guard veteran probably going with, I would assume, Ragnar. And yeah, we have so much kid name characters. Brutalis Dreadnought, we all know what he's trying to do, getting stuck in. A big unit of Federation of Wolves. I think I've been better off with too small, but hey, who am I? Gladiator Lancer, Storm Raven Gunship, Cavalry. Okay, so this is just a straight up thematic Ork list. It's Ork list. Thunder Space Wolf list. Great job, my Tarzan. With the guy had the ship on there for transporting them too. It's really fun. Not the most competitive, but it's okay. It's your first round. Round 2, Chaos Space Marines, Abaddon the Despoiler, followed by Chaos Lord and Terminator Armor. First unit is a Chaos Terminator squad, which is a 5-man unit. Another 5-man unit, Chosen, 1 unit of Warp Talons, followed by Chaos Land Raider with the Mark of Nurgle. 2 Forge Fiends, a Hellbrute, and 2 Nurglings. So he brought a good amount of armor on this list. He brought a punchy blob, small units of Terminators to move around the table. But as you can see, guys, there's just nothing really on here but these Nurglings that are made for scoring the game. 1 unit of Warp Talons. This dude's not playing the objectives. And even with this being an unusual Ork list, with it not having a big unit of knobs, it still has a bunch of Grot Tanks that are constantly damage 2 and flat damage 3 for popping those infantry. You do still have barely, but just enough killing potential on this list to kill everything else that would be on this unusual Chaos Marine list when it comes to infantry on foot, right? The one thing that would be annoying is these Forge Fiends, which is interesting for me to see, going into all those Grot Tanks, as well as the Land Raider, because you don't really have anything directly going into it. So if he could bait those Forge Fiends and shooting into Gaz and try to actually get Maz and then heal Maz back up would be a big deal. Or if these Wartsnagger ran up the field and started touching stuff, would be pretty interesting to see, right? But all in all, Chaos Marines in this kind of form of their list, where they have a very expensive Abaddon and they have a Land Raider. They're just going to occupy one part of the board, and as an orc player, what you're trying to do is just take over everything else. Let them kind of have their area, their little shooting zone, and then you just control everything else. And orcs really, between our speed and our killing potential, have the ability to do that. So going into his and then what he put, it was the second game. That was the second game. Yeah, I put up 97 points. So yeah, not that I'm not trying to be like disparaging, right? But if it doesn't have enough volume as fire as one of these Chaos Space Marines lists, because Chaos Space Marines are fighting and doing well into a bunch of this, but if they don't bring just enough smaller units and shooting potential and a bunch of rhinos and stuff, they're not going to be able to go toe to toe with orcs. And they probably need more allies as well to help them score. If they're not running that kind of list, they're going to be challenging to beat us. It's going to be hard for them to beat us more times than not. So in his third matchup, he has it looks like Chaos Marines again. He has Abaddon, a Chaos Lord, 3 Dark Communes, Legionaries, a Curse Occultist, a Curse Occultist, Curse Occultist, Chosen, 1 big unit of Possessed, 1 unit of Raptors, another unit of Raptors, and a unit of Warp Talent. So he started to break down and be a little bit more cheaper, right? Even then, let's see what happened. We have the big unit of Possessed for 300 points, and Orcs just have the ability with all these skirmishes, right? What are you going to take? A unit Squig Hog Boys, or Raptor, or Talent, or even a Curse Cultist, or even Legionary. Just stuff like that, right? Squig Hog Boys going into even these units, putting up a great fight with their Feel No Pain, getting a heal off one time on Maz, great job with that. Flash kits are annihilating most of these units. There are not army. There's no units on here that have a base 2-up save on this list. They're just getting picked up and annihilated by flash kits. If they're starting to stage, you're going to overwatch them, pick up units for free as well. So just this list looks like it's trying to do more, but it actually just has less because every unit in that list has a character. So put up 100 points on that. Last but not, let's see. Oh, sorry, not his last list. Fourth matchup was Stormland Space Wolf list. We have another Space Wolf. Look at that, guys. Pay attention to the Space Wolves, right? We just covered that in our we were talking about that in the Iron Storm when we talked about Space Wolf. We covered as the one detachment covered because they're super popular. So then we have Lieutenant with combi weapon, Logan Grimnar and Storm Rider, Wolfguard Battle Leader and Thunderwolf, Wolfguard Battle Thunderwolf, Wolfguard Thunderwolf, Wolfguard Thunderwolf. This is awesome. I mean, I like Crumpin Space Wolves as an org player. So if I seen this line up on me, I'm like, yeah, whoa, here we go. You know, because you guys are gonna beat up, you know, like lining up on me with this. Fenrisian Wolf, Gladiator Lancer. There's nothing better as an org player when you know a Space Marine is trying to fight. It's just like, for real? All right, bro. Inceptors, Thunderwolf Cavalry, and then Cladius. So it's not that I don't respect Thunderwolf Cavalry, guys. Don't get me wrong. It's that when you have a unit, an army that has the potential to take their punch, and you have better staging potential than them because they're Thunderwolf Cavalry, they're giant slow dudes, you're just not worried about them, and their whole army revolves around just those Thunderwolf Cavalry. Once you start taking them out, if for some reason you just get into a fight with, Wart Snaga into the Fenrisian Wolves, he's killing them in this awesome kind of weird tech piece of Wart Snaga. The weird boy is running around scoring by himself, because don't think I forgot about the weird boy on this list. And then the pain boss, even with those guys, are fighting stuff on their own and standing alive for a little too long with that Feel No Pain and bringing a couple guys back. So I just get excited seeing them. I don't make to feel bad, but whatever. And then let's see what's his last matchup. And sorry, I was talking smack, but that's his fourth matchup. Sorry, he did good there. His fourth matchup, 97 points. It was exciting. I love to see it, just like I'm sure he did. But then fifth matchup was the exact opposite of what we like to see as org players, as he went against Tau. So all the Daka came running in on him. His time in the sun, when it did go down here, he did lose. He had 65 points here, lost his last game. Happens to the best of us. It's all good. So let's see what happened. Let's see what took down our green-skinned friend, a war boss. We got Cadre Fireblade, Commander Farsight, Commander in Cold Star Battle Suit, and then Long Strike. Okay, I see you, Long Strike. Breacher Team, Devilfish, Crisis Battle Suit, another Crisis Battle Suit, Hammerhead Gunship, Hammerheads with those railguns, Crew Pathfinders to help them get their marks off and such like that. Piranhas, Tetra, 3 Tetras. Very meta right there. Tetra Scatter, get the rerolls going off. I'd like to know as much information as possible about this game if I could, because it is a pretty somewhat typical, I guess I'm not used to Long Strike, Tau list. It's really about, did he or did he not close the distance between turn 3? What it is, sorry, I almost forgot. This guy just has a bunch of Grot Tanks. What it is the Grot, these guys actually have the ability to, you've kind of now been reduced to a gunfight with Tau, and that means you are getting to turn 3 without closing the distance on them. And if you don't close the distance with Tau on turn 3, and you're challenging to a gunfight when they're getting re-rolls from the tetras and everything, and just I mean, you're getting re-rolls and the tetras are still there. It's just not good. You're getting too much sustained fire on there and getting picked up. So great job by Tarzan for going 4-1. I can see what. Sorry for a second. I was like, what happened there? 3 tetras. You are challenging Tau to going into a fight into turn 3, and once you're doing that, Tau's doing all right. You know, and you don't really want them to keep fighting them by that, because then they get better at fire shooting as a whole. Sorry, I was spacing out right now because I was just like, dang, that would suck to be doing so great, and then at the end be like, dang it, I gotta go against Tau with all my Grot Tanks because they are shooting them and they're not actually trying to get closer to you and murk you like